run because 3 minutes ago she texted.
Test mic 3, test mic 3.
Tried it?
No, you tried. Test mic 3, test mic 3.
Test 1. It's not moving. Test.
Well, you know. Hi, sister. Are you ready for this?
Is that this Gen 4?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's everything you ever wanted. One moment. Could you capture it? Just let it slip. Yo. His palms are sweaty. He's weak. Arms are heavy. He's running.
Three.
Sweat already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous. On the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. To the clouds. Snap back to reality. There goes gravity. There goes... He's so mad. He won't forget it. He won't laugh. He's so bad. He's so sad. He's so sad. He goes back to this moment.
You should have had this clip. Remember how you had it? Test. 1.
Test 3, test 3.
Looks like he'd be loud, I'd be soft. You got me all the way up. I just switched the audio capture around. Do yours again.
Check 1. Check 1. 1. John.
Good.
fixed it a few years ago.
The athletic department of Akron-Westfield High School invites you to enjoy the efforts of the student athletes and cheer squad this evening. We welcome the players, coaches, cheerleaders, students, and fans of the Harris Lake Park Wolves. At Akron-Westfield, sportsmanship is an expectation, so please let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the spectators be positive. We encourage everyone to be a good sport. COVID reminders. Please wear your mask properly and wear it at all times when not eating or drinking. Please social distance from non-household members as much as possible. We thank you in advance for wearing your mask at all times and for wearing it properly. Tonight's officials are Kyle Oswald, Steve Pick, and Les Peterson. The Westerner cheerleaders are Nola Sherling, Alyssa Fry, Kennedy Madsen, Savannah Swift, and Hope Appleton.
Yeah.
Now let's meet the
Yeah, I was all
starters.
excited, and then
First for the Wolves, we have number 12, Peyton.
all of a sudden there was
Number 14, Delaney DeBoom. Number 24, Tessa Gunderson. Number 32, Zella Ingram. Number 34, Emma Siler. The rest of the starters, number 3, Nevaeh Byer. Number 5, Chloe Holt. Number 23, McKenna Henrich. Number 34, Natalie Nielsen. And number 40, Elise Knapp. The Wolves are coached by Kirsten Noska, assisted by Matt Garland. The Westerners are coached by Kit Johnson, assisted by Mike Baker. Now we invite you all to please rise as the Akron-Westfield Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Jacob Peck, play our national anthem.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's broadcast of Akron-Westfield basketball. The first game of our doubleheader will be the Akron-Westfield girls hosting Harris Lake Park. The Wolves come into this game winless on the year, losing all 15 of their games to this point in the year. The Wolves will start this evening. Number 12, Peyton Reimers, a 5'6 freshman. Number 14, Delaney DeBoom, a 5'10 freshman. 24, Tessa Gunderson, a 5'4 junior. Number 32, Zella Ingham, a 5'10 junior. And 34, Emma Siddles, a 5'4 senior. Westerners won the tip. Some nice ball movement, and they capitalize with an Elise Knapp jumper for 2. Knapp starting for the Westerners, along with Natalie Nielsen, number 34, a 6'3 junior. McKenna Henrich, number 23, at 5'6, a senior. Chloe Colt, number 5, a 5'4 junior. And number 3, Nevaeh Byer, a 5' junior. The official's going to go ahead and clarify that first foul with
The possession arrow is not working on the scorer's table. So that foul was on Henrich. Fire with a steal. And the layup.
AW running a 3-2 half-court zone here to start the ball game. Guards trying to pressure the top. Kind of a quiet atmosphere in here to start the ball game.
It is kind of dead tonight so far. The Wolves are showing good patience here, making the Westerners play some defense.
A turnover there by the Wolves. Nielsen credited with the steal. She kicked ahead to Colt, and Colt pulls up from 2, unable to finish, but Nielsen follows up the miss with a rebound and 2 of her own. 6-0 Akron-Westfield on top, 6:12 left in the first quarter. Nielsen leads the Westerners in points on the year at 16.5 a game. Shoots 57% from the field. Of course, as a tall post player, a lot of her baskets come from the paint. She's a big matchup problem for most teams in the War Eagle Conference. Textbook fast break there, Coach. Nielsen did a nice job running the floor. Henrich with good awareness.
Yeah, you get your big girl running the center of the floor and you get the ball up the side and dump it inside. Weston's coming off a disappointing loss Friday night. They were off on Tuesday night due to the weather. But disappointing loss over at Marcus Meriden Claycorn on a last-second shot.
Good effort by the Lady Westerners that night. Just came up a little short against a very good team. It's a chance we'll see them in the postseason.
Yeah, a good chance of that, I would think. Third time's a charm, I tell them.
A little bit of reaching down there on the baseline. That was Henrich with the defensive rebound. Rather than a foul, there's a jump ball called, and the Wolves will have the first alternate possession of the ball game. 5:03 remaining in the first quarter. 8-0 Akron-Westfield on top. Fourth grader Cohen Rolfus in charge of the video operations this evening. We'll see if we can keep him focused on the ball game. There's a few fourth grade girls sitting across the way in the front and the first and second row. Stay on task tonight, Cohen. Colt off the mark with that runner. Quick hands, gets the steal, tries to pass into Henrich. Ended up getting the loose ball and finishes for 2 on the foul by the Wolves. Kind of a sloppy series there, Coach Harris.
Unfortunate for the Wolves. Turned out all right for the Westerners. Chloe, see if she can finish it off with a free-throw, 3-point play.
Number 40, Brooke Nix checks into the ball game for the Wolves. Nix, just a freshman, stands 5'10" tall. A couple of freshmen on the floor for the Wolves here in the early going. Nice look at the basket there by Tessa Gunderson. Comes up short on the 3. The Westerners get a run out there for another quick 2. Coach Kirsten Noska is going to go ahead and call her first full timeout of the ball game here. 3:39 left in the first quarter. Akron-Westfield out to a quick 13-0 lead. We're going to take a short break and be back with you in 30 seconds. And we're back with you here. 3:39 left in the first quarter. Wolf basketball. Reimers brings it down for the Wolves. Westerners still in their 3-2. Kind of looks like a man-to-man defense here as they match up against a traditional 1-2-2 offensive set. That time a nice pass from 24 Tessa Gunderson. Fed it into DeBoom there. Went up for a left-handed layup. Was fouled on the attempt. That was the first personal foul called on Nevaeh Byer. And DeBoom banks in the first free throw. Gets the Wolves on the board.
Broke the ice.
Misses long on her second. And Byer comes down with the rebound. Wolves in a man-to-man defense. Coach Johnson wants to see his flex offense. Those of you watching at home, if you haven't ordered supper yet or started supper yet, we'd sure encourage you to give Dawn a call at Pizza Ranch. Dawn, a big supporter of the Booster Club and Akron-Westfield Athletics. We appreciate what Dawn does here in town. Hope you're supporting our local Pizza Ranch. Thank you once again, Dawn.
Fouls on number 12, Reimers, her first.
McKenna Henrich here at the line. She's the Westerner's best free throw shooter on the year by percentage. I take that back. Taryn Wilkin on top in the percentage mark, but Henrich right behind her. 2 nice free throws made there by McKenna.
Haley Wilkin now in the game for the Westerners. Replacing Byer.
Good anticipation there by Colt. Stealing the 2. 17-1, Akron-Westfield.
That would be a travel.
Bit of an awkward play there. Good effort by the Wolves on that rebound. Emma Seidels checks back into the ball game for the Wolves. Good pass there from Knapp to Nielsen. Nielsen finishes for 2. And a turnover there by the Wolves. Hendricks applied a little full court pressure on the inbound pass.
Taryn Wilkin replaces Knapp.
Oop, Hendricks called for a kick there. Byer will check into the ball game, replacing Colt.
What? Can't hear me?
Now we can. Steal by Nielsen, kicks ahead to Byer. Byer looks to bring it up the left side of the floor. Hendricks was a little slow on that reversal. She had Haley Wilkin wide open on the wing. Hendricks launches from 3, but short. Oh, and that was Seidels called for the travel there for the Wolves. It'll be Akron-Westfield's basketball on the baseline. 22.3 seconds left in the first quarter. Westerners on top, 19-1. Taryn Wilkin from the elbow, just a bit off the mark.
Nice hustle by Byer, knocking it out of bounds.
Megan Minen checks into the ball game for Hendricks, seeing her first action of the evening. Nielsen launches from 3. She had a good look from the top of the key, maybe had to rush it a bit, but off the mark, and that's the end of the first quarter. Akron-Westfield on top, 19-1. It looks like we're going to have our first round of trivia of the evening. What do you got for us, Coach Harris?
Trivia question. This former coach met the love of his life at Harris Lake Park. As a matter of fact, they both coached at Akron-Westfield. Who are they? This couple met at Harris Lake Park. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, we're back to start the second quarter. Westerners leading 19-1. Westerners moving to our right or going north.
We've already got the answer to the trivia question. This particular answer comes from an administrator at Akron-Westfield. I think we're going to sit on that answer. We'll certainly give him credit, but we want to give a little bit more time. Oh, Now now they're coming in. We're going to give a shout out to Clarice Wilkin, sitting at home watching the ball game. Clarice, we wish you the best. Hope you're doing well. Clarice had the correct answer. The answer is Dan Tyndall and Leanne Tyndall. Mr. and Mrs. Dan Tyndall fell in love up there.
Up by the lake.
By the lake at Lake Park. Hopefully the Tyndalls are watching as well.
They're over here. They're at the game tonight.
Nice offensive rebound there by Haley Wilkin on cue.
What administrator had it?
Todd Colt also
Todd
with
Colt
the correct
had it.
answer.
Tammy, actually. It was actually Tammy.
I'm told Tammy deserves credit for that answer. Nice work, Tammy. Tie up on the baseline between Knapp and Ingham. It'll be Wolf basketball on the baseline. Seidels to inbound the ball for Harris Lake Park. Knapp controls the steal, kicks it ahead to Megan Minen right away. Minen pass maybe just a little bit too hot for Nielsen to handle.
They'll be just a little bit behind her.
They call it last off the Wolves. Akron-Westfield basketball. Minen to inbound. Kicks it in to Colt. Colt launches from three off the mark. Knapp gets the offensive rebound. Nifty move, finishes for two. 25-1. Akron-Westfield on top. 6:40 left in the second quarter. Minen stepped in front of that pass. Last off her foot, I believe. Wolf basketball here on the sideline. Tough situation here for Coach Kirsten Noska and the Wolves. They've had a tough season. Late in the year here, it's difficult. Basketball season can be a long season when things aren't going well. We found that out with our boys this year.
Especially if you're losing, it can drag on you, but they're trying to battle.
Byer from three. Good to see Byer shooting the ball better of late. Early on was really struggling. She started to see her three-point shooting percentage climb up the ladder a little bit. Colt called for a travel there. That was a good look there from Reimers. Tried to find the backdoor cutter. Just a tad high with the pass. Turnover for the Wolves. Byer will bring it up for AW. 5:42 left in the second quarter, rather. Westerners running their flex look against the Wolves man-to-man. And a nice steal there by Zella Ingham. Scramble for a loose ball. Byer tied it up. Akron-Westfield basketball. That ball deflected off of Nevaeh Byer's leg.
Unforced turnover. They played a fairly clean game so far. Just a couple of turnovers.
Reimers with a good look from the left corner, just a tad off the mark. Last touch by Akron-Westfield. It'll be Wolf basketball on the baseline. Natalie Nielsen's going to be called for
the back.
Being on the back there on that rebound attempt. That's Natalie's first personal foul, the third team foul on the Westerners. Colt contested that pass. Oh, called for a reach there. Went for the steal a second time. That one ill-advised. That's Chloe's first personal foul, 4th team foul. Wolves inbound the ball to Reimers. Westerners staying in their 3-2. Pressure in the ball in the corner there is Byer, called for a reach.
Yeah, we've gotten away with several reaches tonight. Got some steals off them, but the referees are starting to call it a little bit closer. Kind of a lopsided game, so trying to keep it clean.
That time Nielsen with the steal, kicks it ahead to Colt. Colt drives it aggressively with the right hand and finishes the layup for 2. 30-1, Akron-Westfield on top. That time Byer with the bounce pass to Henrich, and Henrich finishes with her left hand. And a timeout called by Coach Nuska.
30-second.
30-second timeout with 4:06 left in the second quarter. We're going to take a short break and be back with more basketball. And we're back with 4:06 left in the second quarter. Coach Johnson has his starters on the floor except for the first action this evening for Tori Nemesio. Henrich with the near steal at the top of the key. Reimer's a little off the mark with that left-handed pass, and it'll be Akron-Westfield's basketball. Tori Nemesio wearing number 14. Here in the ball game with Byer, Colt, Knapp, and Henrich. Checking in for the Wolves is Sohn, seeing her first action, number 20.
The Wolves are young. They play a lot of freshmen and sophomores. One senior on the team.
Always a challenge in high school sports when you're forced to play young kids, particularly freshmen. Probably more so at the boys level than girls. Sometimes girls mature just a little quicker and can be ready to go earlier on in their high school career, but still,
but even
still
then,
difficult.
Yeah, even then, it's a tall task. Unless you're pretty mature for your age.
Westerners, on the other hand, have a lot of experience playing this year. A couple of seniors starting, 3 juniors filling out the starting lineup, and then a few other juniors on the bench that play key roles, and another senior as well. And
these girls have played a lot of ball together.
Few substitutions here for Akron-Westfield. Alyssa Nemesio checks into the ballgame for her first time, and Haley Wilkin back in for AW. Alyssa, the younger sister of Tori. Nice pass and nice positioning there by Nielsen. Nice feed in from Haley Wilkin. 36-1, Akron-Westfield on top with 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
That was a nice offensive set. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down, but
good action there by the Wolves.
That was real good action.
Tori kicks it out to Alyssa Nemesio, short on her three-point attempt. Henrich gathered the rebound, kicked it into Nielsen, but Nielsen off the mark with her left hand.
Yeah, they missed 40s and open inside. She's got to face the basket so she can see what's in front of her.
Henrich with the jump stop and makes that layup for two. Akron-Westfield up 38-1. Tori Nemesio gets herself in the scores book this evening with her first foul of the night, 6th team foul for Akron-Westfield. Taryn Wilkin and Megan Minen check in for Akron-Westfield. That ball last touched by Natasha Bremer, who just checked into the ball game for the Wolves. Bremer, a 5'8" junior. Taryn Wilkin short on the jumper, but chases down her own rebound.
Oh, it's got a little hop in there. Call for traveling.
Two seconds left on the clock. Westner's unable to get up a shot, and that'll do it for the first half. AW on top, 38-1. Rough half for the Wolves. They're struggling to get anything going offensively. Akron-Westfield played a relatively clean ball game, first half anyway. And both teams are going to go into the locker rooms and talk about it a little bit. We'll have 10 minutes to warm up and come back with our second half of action. Thanks once again for watching our live streaming broadcast here of Akron-Westfield basketball. Thank you also to the Athletic Booster Club at Akron-Westfield and those that support it for allowing us to bring you this production this evening. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
All right, welcome back for the second half. Harris Lake Park starts with the ball. Starting for the Westerners, we have Colt Henrich, Tori Nemesio, Elise Knapp, and Haley Wooken. Nice scoop shot by Elise Knapp. We are in the running clock format. .35 rule. Foul on Colt, her second.
Seidels will inbound for the Wolves. Henrich with the steal on the sideline. And then a tie-up. Akron-Westfield will have possession here.
Nice home Westerner crowd tonight on a Friday night.
Been a bit of a slow-paced game. Not too much ruckus out of the home fans. At this rate, maybe we'll see a wild ball game in the boys' action here in the second half of our doubleheader. Elise Knapp dove to the basket there, got good position on a nice pass from Tori Nemesio. Knapp was fouled by Seidels. That's
a weak side flex cut and a seal by Knapp.
That's the first personal foul on Seidels. Second team foul for the Wolves, and Knapp knocks down her first. 41-1, Akron-Westfield ahead of the Wolves. 5:15 left in the third quarter.
Nielsen checks in for Knapp.
Henrich off the mark for two. Haley Wilkin with a great backside rebound, but unable to finish the contested layup with her left hand. Wolves control the ball and bring it back the other way. AW still in their 3-2 zone. Challenging situation if you're the Wolves. You're trying to get something at the basket, but obviously Nielsen poses a big threat down low as a shot blocker for the Westerners. Natalie stands 6'3".
Nice look opposite. Dive and nice ball movement. They saw the floor well. Colt went down, a possible ankle sprain, not sure. Shout out to the Akron-Westfield Education Foundation working in the concession stand this evening. They've been unable to have their normal fundraiser with their supper because of COVID, but they're in the concession stand, so hopefully they get some big business tonight, and people whip out their $100 bills and buy a bag of popcorn.
We're going to go ahead and take a short break here as Chloe Colt in a lot of pain there underneath the basket on the left end of the floor. Coach Johnson and one of the officials giving her some attention. Looks like they'll carry her to the training room and get some ice on it. We wish Chloe the best. Hopefully she's okay. Nice round of applause from both fan bases. 3:23 left in the third quarter. The Westerners on top 44-1. Coach Baker gets a new lineup ready to go with Nielsen, Henrich, Tori Nemesio, Megan Minen, and Nevaeh Beyer in the ballgame for Akron-Westfield. On the floor for the Wolves is Reimers, DeBoom, Gunderson, who brings the ball up currently, Ingham, and Seidels. You sure hate to see an Akron-Westfield player get injured, particularly late in the ball game in action like this, but it can happen at any time.
Well, you hate to see anybody get hurt.
Anybody, absolutely.
Actually, but especially when there's a lopsided game and getting towards the end of the season, sometimes it takes a while for these ankles to get back to normal.
It seems like, and maybe it's just my imagination, it seems like injuries have a tendency to happen in lopsided ball games where maybe you're not quite moving as quickly or protecting yourself as much by being intense, maybe going through the motions a little bit. That's when people sprain ankles and hurt themselves because they're maybe going 90% instead of 100.
Right.
Not accusing Colt of dogging it there by any means,
No.
but just saying that oftentimes works that way. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Wolves with the basketball on the baseline. Reimers with a nice-looking jumper, just can't get the roll. And again, that time she gets it to go with the left hand.
46-3. Western's trying to work through the high post. Megan Mine with a long two. Her toe was on the line.
Reimers was off the mark there with that three-pointer. That one last touched by the Wolves. Alyssa Nemesio checks into the ball game for the Westerners. Joins Minen, Henrich, Nielsen, and Taryn Wilkin for AW. The running clock takes us down to 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Gunderson off the mark with that launch from 3, and that brings an end to the third quarter. Do we have more trivia, Coach Harris?
Yeah, one more question. Could be a two-parter. Let's see how I word it. When Coach Kent Johnson came to Akron-Westfield, he became the assistant girls basketball coach for a couple of years. Who was the head coach when Kent Johnson was the assistant coach? And then the other part is, if you can tell me the year that the current coaches joined together as head coach and assistant. We'll be back. Westerners have the two Wilkin girls, the Minen, Henrich, and Alyssa Nemesio. Fouls on Taryn Wilkin, her first. And Tori Nemesio replaces Henrich.
Claris, that was a real nice pass from Haley to Nemesio. Seven minutes left in the fourth quarter. Block called there on Gunderson for the Wolves. Tried to move her feet. Just about got into position on time, but
yeah, it was
moving when the contact happened.
Cut off the dribble.
We've got an answer to the trivia question.
We do, okay.
Greg McGinnis? Could that be the correct answer?
Yes, that is the correct answer.
Nice work by Greg Heron sitting at home watching. Greg, we always appreciate you paying attention to our trivia. Nice work out there, West River. Megan Minen called for a push there. Greg McGinnis was a good basketball player at Akron-Westfield in his day. Played with Craig Wilkin and a host of others that won the War Eagle Conference back in 1988. I believe we've talked about them before.
Yeah, that's correct. We hopped on a bus in a blizzard and drove to Lamar's Galen and beat the Jays at Galen for the conference title. And the snowplow met us at the jog on Highway 3 to get us the rest of the way to town, coming home.
Tori Nemesio long on that three-pointer. What were some other names on that ball club, Coach? hate to put you on the spot.
Yeah,
Surely you'll
that's a
leave
tough
a
spot.
few off the list, but
Tony Caskey,
Tony Caskey is one of those guys.
a Stowe boy. I can't. His first name escapes
Mike?
me right now.
Was
Mike
it Mike?
Stowe. Mike Stowe. Yes.
Alyssa Nemesio knocks in that three-pointer. Alyssa's shot the ball well from 3 on the season.
Mike Stowe was an A student that knew his role on the team, and he was happy as a lark to play solid defense and rebound the basketball. A lot of times he got stuck with the other team's star, and he was a big reason why we won that championship. Takes players like that know their role and relish that role and for the betterment of the team.
Wilkin run the point that year, Coach?
I believe Wilkin ran the point. Tony Caskey was tough.
One of those years, there'd be a couple of tall kids on that team, by Akron standards anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Tony, I'm not quite sure how he got as tall as he was, but and then McGinnis inside, and they played hard and got the job done.
Good steal and layup there by the Wolves. They're playing a little better here in the fourth quarter. 53-9. Akron-Westfield still on top. 3 minutes left in the ball game.
Nice move inside by Ingham, but just short on the shot. Oh, the referee says it was tipped. That's why it was short. Okay.
A couple Akron-Westfield girls checking in for their first time tonight. Jenna Smith, that's number 4. Smith, the freshman, standing 5'3" tall. And of course, Emma Rolfus, a 5'6" freshman. Emma wears number 21. Our IT guy is kind of partial to Emma Rolfus. We'll see if he can keep his comments to himself here.
Keep the mic away from him.
That ball last touched by 52 of the Wolves. Quick hands by Natasha Bremer. It'll be Akron-Westfield basketball on the baseline. Alyssa Nemesio to inbound. That pass from Smith to Nemesio was high. Turnover for the Westerners gives the Wolves the basketball with 1:25 left to play. Greg Herron's at Angela's place watching the ball game. He gives Angela all the credit. Nice work, Angela.
Head away, Ange.
Tori Nemesio going up with her left hand was fouled. She'll get 2 shots here late in the ball game. That foul is on Addison Hibma. That's her first personal foul of the night. Good hustle by Jenna Smith, tracking down that rebound. I've had the pleasure of coaching Jenna's sister. Kenzie Allen hustles really well as well, just like Jenna did there on that offensive rebound. I believe it runs in the family, hardworking kids. And that's the ball game, 53-9. Akron-Westfield victorious over the Wolves of Harris Lake Park. Good effort by the Westerners, and happy to see them put the Wolves away there. We're going to take a 15-minute break. I'm going to go to the concession stand and grab myself a slice of Pizza Ranch pizza. Thank you very much to Pizza Ranch for being a great supporter of Akron-Westfield Athletics and of the Booster Club. We appreciate everything Dawn and company do downtown. We hope you all continue to support our local businesses, particularly the Pizza Ranch. So thank you, Dawn.
Reminder that the game from Tuesday night, which was postponed due to weather, will be made up this coming Monday as a boy-girl doubleheader, girl-boy doubleheader at Hinton this Monday night. This is our final broadcast as a home game. Hopefully the girls will get a home contest in the tournament, then we'll be back for that. But otherwise, this could be our final broadcast for this season for the Lady Westerners. We'll be back after the halftime or break between games for the boys contest.
Welcome back to the boys' game. The Akron-Westfield Community Schools would like to remind you that you're in a good sportsmanship zone. Do not embarrass your team, school, or community by behaving in a negative manner. Please enjoy the game by being a good sport. Please welcome back our officials, Kyle Oswald, Steve Pick, and Les Peterson. COVID reminders. Please wear your mask properly and wear it at all times when not eating or drinking. Please social distance from non-household members as much as possible. We thank you in advance for wearing your mask at all times and for wearing it properly. The Westerner cheerleaders are Hope Hasselbank, Kennedy Madison, Megan Kittinger, Emily Baker, and Brooklyn Blackstreet. Here's our starting lineups.
Off the summary page, but
For the
then
boys, for
you gotta
the
dig deeper into the stat
Wolves.
line for a couple of different
Number 1,
things right now.
Baba Sorn. Number 2, Brody Bowles.
Oh, it's Bubba?
Number 3, Tyke
Is it Bubba?
Gunderson. Number 10, Jackson Eichens. And number 20, Mason Olson. For the Westerners, number 10, Tyson Fairbanks. Number 12, Leighton Cook. Number 14, Jacob Myers. Number 20, Eric Allard. And number 24, Sam Mullenix. The Wolves are coached by Jeff Thorne, assisted by Lane Gunderson. The Westerners are coached by Chad Clay, assisted by Gordy Johnson.
Oh, wants to be called Bubba.
All right, we're back with our second ball game of the boy-girl doubleheader. The Westerner boys basketball team will take on the Wolves of Harris Lake Park. Looking forward to hopefully a real good effort by both teams. The last matchup between the Westerners and the Wolves saw Harris Lake win handily. Akron-Westfield showing some improvement here as of late, and let's hope they put together a good effort tonight. Westerners will start the night off in a man-to-man.
Last few games they played really solid the first quarter, and then only to kind of fizzle. So hopefully we can get off to a good start tonight and play 4 quarters.
That was Jackson Hykins with a nice cut there. Tyson Fairbanks called for his first personal foul. Hykins will shoot 2, off the mark on his first. The Wolves starting number 1, Brody. Brody goes by Bubba. Bubba Sohn, a 6-foot guard, the son of the head boys coach there for the Wolves. Number 2, Brody Bowles. Number 3, Tice Gunderson. Number 10, Jackson Hykins. And number 20, Mason Olson.
Wolves playing man-to-man.
Sam Mullenix with a good strong drive and finishes with his left hand for 2, and the Westerners out to an early 2-0 lead. AW starting number 10, Tyson Fairbanks, a junior. Leighton Cook, a 5'10 freshman. Leighton wearing number 12 this evening. Number 14, Jacob Myers, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 20, Eric Allard, a 5'8 freshman. And 24, Sam Mullenix, a 6-foot senior. Real nice cut there and pass from Mullenix to Fairbanks, and Fairbanks goes up strong for 2. Turnover by the Wolves.
He had his man just a little hard.
Jaden Hodgel checking into the ball game for the Wolves.
Wolves in their full court 1-2-1-1 press.
Looking to trap first pass. Trap on the sidelines. Trap in the corners. Allard called for a double dribble there.
I'm not quite sure what happened there, but
Looked like the Wolves might have had a hand on it.
Coach Sohn has always utilized the press, throw a couple different presses at you during the night.
Wolves run the lob play. Nicely executed. And they tie the ball game up at 4. Cook grabbed the loose ball on the ground, but he rolled over with it. That'll be a turnover on the Westerners. Wolves applying that full court pressure Coach talked about.
If you're the Westerners, you got to make sure you step towards that pass because you know the defender's coming for the interception.
Sohn was off the mark with that 3. The ball is tied up there. AW possession. 5:30 left in the first quarter, tied at 4. Molinex is turned over there, a little careless with the basketball. And Cook misses a layup on the other end. Had an easy run out off the mark.
He rushed it a little bit. Got to take advantage of those opportunities.
Good strong rebound there by Fairbanks, a little bit careless with that outlet pass. Westerners fortunate to have a foul called on the Wolves there. That foul called on number 20, Mason Olson, his first. Fairbanks cross-court pass is picked off by the Wolves, and they quickly are on the attack the other way. Real nice, strong drive to his right hand by Brody Bowles. 8-4. Wolves on top, 4:44 left. Coach Clay wants to take a quick 30-second timeout and try to settle his guys down. Getting a little bit careless with the basketball are the Westerners. We're going to take a 30-second break.
And we're back. It'll be the Westerner ball on the end line. Westerners need to step towards that pass. Diagonal cuts, cut in front of the defender.
Jackson Monarch checks into the ball game for AW for his first time this evening. Allard, Molinex, Monarch, Myers, and Cook on the floor for AW. Good action there by AW. Myers off the mark on his first layup, gets his own rebound, and finishes on the putback. Sohn finishes for 2. That ball last tapped out of bounds by the Wolves. AW basketball here on the sideline. Molinex to inbound for AW. Eli Robinson checks into the ball game for Harris Lake Park. Good effort there on the offensive boards for Akron-Westfield. Molinex finished with his left hand for 2. And the Wolves called for a travel. A little quick with his feet was Tice Gunderson. Wolves turned the basketball over. Coach Sohn, none too pleased. So far, the Westerners are hanging in there. They're having some better possessions than we've seen a lot of the season. Seem to be starting to grasp Coach Clay's offense here a little bit, moving the basketball better.
Yeah, they're handling the press a lot better than they did earlier in the year. If we limit the dribbling, we do better.
That was Molinex with the drive to his strong left hand there. Fouled before the shot. First personal foul on Jaden Hodgel. Westerner basketball, Jackson Monarch 10 bound for AW. Myers' quick 3 is off the mark. Wolves quickly the other way. Mason Olson had all day on that 3-pointer. Took his time and knocked it down. And the turnover by Akron-Westfield. Little miscommunication there. Myers tossed it out of bounds. Wolves on top, 13-8, 2:30 left in the first quarter.
The Wolverines just attempted to run our old X play that we ran several years.
Flex cut with a nice staggered screen.
Staggered screen for 3 on top.
They ran it pretty well, but didn't settle for a forced 3-pointer there. Got to appreciate a little patience offensively. Eric Allard with the tough task of defending Bubba Sohn. Sohn averages 14.6 points a game, leading the Wolves on the season. Sohn called for a travel there. His second turnover of the evening.
Harris Lake Park was looking to take advantage of a mismatch they had inside. The boss kid, 6'3" junior, big strong kid, is paired up against Jack Terpstra. They definitely had an advantage, but weren't able to get the ball inside to him.
Good ball movement there. Nice look by Allard. Finds Cook open at the top of the key. Cook knocks it down. Miscommunication, though, defensively for AW. Unsure of who they were guarding. Westerners were found out of position there, and Jackson Monarch called for his first foul. That's the second team foul for AW. And Gunderson knocks down his first free throw. 14-11, Wolves on top. He makes his second as well. Wolves still
in the middle,
applying some full court pressure. Gunderson caught in the air and fouled Terpstra as he came down over top of him. Coach Sohn has always, I feel Coach Harris, Sohn has always taught defense well. They always play hard. They play a physical style of defense typically. Kind of surprised to see him maybe a little bit backing off the ball just a little bit here, but able to get that turnover. That'll be
No,
Allard.
they've always come right at you. And like I say, they typically throw a couple different presses against you, kind of try and surprise you. Tonight he came right out in it. The Western's done a pretty decent job with it, but we have got a couple turnovers.
Yep, that's going to be an offensive foul on Jackson Hikins. Allard did a real nice job of stepping in there and helping on that off-the-ball play. And he was pushed as he helped defend.
Wolves in kind of a man run and jump defense.
Cook short from 3 in the corner. Terpstra found himself in good defensive rebounding position, and the Wolves are called for being on the back of Terpstra. That's the 5th team foul for the Wolves here in the first half. That foul called on Bowles, his first personal. Akron-Westfield basketball. Molinek stand bound for AW. Westerners need to clear out, give themselves some space here. Molinek with the drive to his left hand. That ball knocked out.
We didn't recognize that it's they switched to a man press, but they're looking to trap out of it. So we need to spread it out so we got room to work. 12 seconds left in the quarter.
And that's the end of the first quarter with the Wolves on top 15-11. Decent first quarter effort by both teams. Westerners pleased to just be down by 4. Big improvement from the last matchup between these two teams. Coach Clay's guys showing some improvement.
Yeah, they're going the right direction.
We'll take a 1-minute break and come back with the second quarter. All right, we're back here with the second quarter of action between the Harris Lake Park Wolves and the Akron-Westfield Westerners. It'll be Wolf ball on the far sideline. The Westerners with their starters back in the ball game. Allard, Myers, Molinek, Fairbanks, and Cook for AW. Voss with the strong offensive rebound there for the Wolves, but another turnover there by the Wolves. Allard intercepted that pass. Ball knocked out by the Wolves on that far sideline. And Coach Sohn's going to talk to his son, more than likely give him a few firm words. Good effort there by Akron-Westfield. Molinek went up strong, grabbed that offensive rebound. Myers attacked for 2 and was fouled. Jacob Myers missed his first. And off the mark on his second as well. Westerners as a team have really struggled from the free throw line this year, shooting just 43%. And another turnover there by Akron-Westfield, starting to get careless with the basketball. Wolves on top, 18-11. 7:02 left in the second quarter. Coach Clay frustrated with his guys here, kind of getting out of what...
Yeah, they handle the press so well, so many times, and then all of a sudden they forget what they've been doing. They go away from what's been working and throw it into the commons.
Nice move there by Bowles. It's just a good individual play. The Wolves stretch their lead out to 9 points. Mullenix to inbound for AW. And the steal that time by Sohn. Quickly kicks it into Bowles, and they make their 2-point basket to stretch the lead to 11. 22-11. Harris Lake Park on top, 6:24 left. Coach Clay calls a timeout. We'll be back.
Nice hustle by Cook, coming back on defense and get the steal.
That time Allard was fouled. That's the 7th team foul for the Wolves. It'll be 1-1. Eric Allard to shoot in the bonus. Westerners need these free throws to go down. Struggling here offensively. Really struggling to take care of the basketball. We have mentioned that most of the season. The Westerners average 4.9 assists a night compared to 19.3 turnovers in a game. Obviously not the ratio that you're looking for as a coach, and that's something that's going to have to come with time and a lot of work in the off season. Coach Clay will certainly expect better next year.
We got caught a little flat-footed there and didn't step in. Instead, we reached, got a foul. Foul's on Allard, his second. It's like Jacob Myers maybe going to check in for Allard. And he does. Shout out to Officer Bill Young sitting here tonight. Here to help maintain crowd control, and we appreciate all he does to keep the Akron community safe. It was there. We just slow with the pass. Turnover by Myers.
Bowles knocks down the 3. Maybe jaws at Monarch a little bit. Refs didn't notice it.
There, nice job.
Better
Nicely
job
done.
breaking the press that time.
Westerners need a basket here. We haven't scored for several minutes.
Cook knocks down the 15-footer on the offensive rebound. 26-14, Harris Lake Park on top.
Nice
Soames
rebound.
3 rattles out.
Fairbanks went high for that rebound. Now we missed Monarch inside. But we are showing a little patience.
Fairbanks knocks down the 3. Nice kick out by Monarch. But here come the Wolves, giving the Westerners no rest. They kick to Bowles. Bowles with a wide open look for 3 off the mark, but an offensive rebound. And an easy 2.
One more.
Monarch went to his left hand, but fouled on his way into the hole. He's going to shoot in the 1-and-1. It's the 9th team foul on the Wolves, 8th team foul here in the first half. That foul called on number 11, Jaden Hodgel, his second personal. And Robinson checks back into the ballgame for the Wolves. And Allard into the ballgame for the Westerners as well, giving Molinex a blow. 28-17, Wolves on top. Monarch needs to knock this down. He's long on his attempt.
Once again, Westerners got beat down the floor. I think the old defensive transition drill is something coach is going to be using a lot of this offseason. Get the boys used to hustling back to the defensive side of the court.
A lot of that is effort. Frustrating thing as a fan or a coach, anybody looking on, is they know these kids are capable of getting up and down the floor a lot faster than sometimes they do. You have to make a choice. It's a personal choice. It's a pride decision that you make. Hopefully they find it within them to do a little better here rest of the ball game. Cook knocks down that 3. 28-20 now. Westerners cut the lead down to 8. Sohn quickly to his right hand, beats Allard off the dribble for 2. There's a good job breaking the press. Allard off the mark. I believe the Stripes missed an offensive foul there. Sohn knocks down his layup, 32-20. Wolves back on top by 12. 2:22 left in the second quarter. Coach Clay calls a 30-second timeout, and we're going to take a break. And we're back with you here. The Wolves fall back into a half-court trap. Try to catch AW sleeping. That ball knocked out of bounds there by Robinson. And Mullenix checks back into the ball game. (32-20). Harris Lake Park on top of Akron-Westfield. 2:12 left. Wolves in a 3-2 zone. Coach Clay barking out instructions to his guys. Ball's sticking on the same side of the floor for Akron-Westfield. They need to work both sides.
It's a dangerous cross-court pass.
And a turnover there by Akron-Westfield. Sohn misses his layup, contested by Cook as he hustled back to help Allard there defensively. Mullenix drives to his left hand, fouled on his way up by Voss. Sam will shoot 2 shots.
Voss is second.
A good looking free throw stroke there by Sam. Knocks down his first. Minute 37 remaining in the first half. Mullenix makes good on 2. 32-22.
I need a defensive stop.
And a careless turnover there. Unforced error by the Wolves.
Wolves back in their man.
Allard high on that pass to Fairbanks.
It was there.
Robinson off the mark with that 3. And Cook knocks in the 3 on the other end. Nice ball movement there. Good patience by Fairbanks. Made the extra pass. The Westerners cut their deficit to 7. 55 seconds left, second quarter. Westerners caught reaching there. They had him in a tough spot. They'll commit their 6th team foul of the first half. That foul called on Mullenix. That's Sam's 2nd personal foul. Carter Wilkin checks into the ball game for Eric Allard. 32.2
Somebody better
seconds
get
left.
on Sohn out of bounds.
Bowles goes to his left and finishes. (13 seconds). Oh, Fairbanks fires from 3. Cook pulls down the rebound off the mark with his 2-point putback. Still 6 seconds left. And Bowles somehow banks in a 3 from the right wing. And the momentum the Westerners had there late in the second quarter is gone. The Wolves stretch that lead to 12 here at the end of the second quarter. 37-25. Harris Lake Park on top.
Westerners have done some nice things. They just need to clean up their defensive side of the floor. And stop the Wolves from getting to the rim. They're getting to the rim almost every possession. So the AW drill team is about ready to take the floor. We will take this halftime break.
Yeah. Okay, we're back here to start the second half of action between the Akron-Westfield Westerners and the Harris Lake Park Wolves. Westerners will start with the basketball. Wolves pick Akron-Westfield up in a bit of a half-court zone here. Myers goes to the baseline, misses his layup. Wolves on top by 12 here to start the second half, 37-25. Sohn's got a good, strong, quick first step.
He's got a quick first step for sure. Oh, they missed him inside, but they didn't need him.
Gunderson knocks down the long two. And then Gunderson called there for the push. That's Tice Gunderson's second personal foul. Now the Wolves in man-to-man.
Westerners need a good one here.
Need to move the basketball instead of standing around with it. It's one of the frustrations from watching the Westerners this year is when the ball stops, nothing good happens. That time, Sohn hustled to knock that ball out of bounds. It'll be Akron-Westfield basketball on the baseline. 6:47 left in the third quarter. And Myers turns the ball over on the baseline.
I'm not quite sure where he thought he was going to go. There was no room there on the baseline, and unforced turnover. Let's make up for it here on the defensive end.
Three seconds to call. Olsen caught standing in the lane. Monarch checks in for Myers. Bit of an unusual series there. The Westerners had a good look. Fairbanks was off the mark on his layup, and then a hustle play led to a Wolves layup. And now again, a hustle play by the Wolves, and Sohn pushes the ball up but turns it over. (41-25). Wolves on top. 6 minutes left in the third. Monarch to inbound for AW. Molinek strong on the left-handed 10-footer. And the Wolves with another turnover.
We got caught with three people taking the ball in that instance, and we're fortunate they threw it away. Need one person to protect the basket.
A good find there from Molinex to Fairbanks. Here come the Wolves right away. Strong move by Bowles. Bowles with an outstanding drive, misses his layup. And the frustrating thing for Westerner fans is the Westerners caught standing looking at the ball as opposed to attacking the defensive glass. Wolves get their offensive rebound. And they're fouled on their two-point attempt. This is Jackson Hikins at the line. Misses the front end of that two-shot violation. 41-27, Wolves on top. And Hikins misses both. Fairbanks with the rebound, kicks it ahead to Cook.
Cook had a strong first half shooting the basketball. I don't believe he's gotten an opportunity yet this quarter.
Monarchs contested layup, no good.
Hustle back.
Sewn off the mark, but a strong offensive rebound by Jaden Hodgel. And the Wolves push their lead back out to 16. 4:33 left in the third quarter. Wolves on top, 43-27. Coach Clay calls a full timeout. We're going to go ahead and take this break in the action as an opportunity to thank the Akron-Westfield Booster Club and those who support the Akron-Westfield Booster Club. We certainly appreciate the productions that have been afforded to us this year as we bring you live streaming broadcasts of Akron-Westfield basketball during these difficult times. We're thankful we can bring these games to all of those of you watching at home.
Okay, we're back. Westerner basketball on the end line. Westerners trail 43-27. 4:33 left in the third quarter. I thought Cook was going to get his first opportunity to shoot the ball there. Monarch drove instead.
He will there.
Corner.
Good execution there on that out-of-bounds play. Just a little off the mark. That's a good look for the Westerners. The Wolves had the lob set up that time. That ball last off Myers. Cook looked to push it ahead. Myers wasn't ready for that pass.
Wasn't anticipating the pass. Westerners need to stop. They can't relax on defense and need to stay engaged with their man.
Bulls went to the baseline of the flex cut there. That pass off the mark. Westerner ball, 43-27. Wolves still on top. It's been a little scoring drought here for both teams. Molinex drives with his left hand. Fouled on his way up. He'll shoot two.
Westerners had good spacing in that offensive possession. Left the middle open. Sam showed the ball. Defender rose just a little bit. Sam took it hard to the hole.
Westerners still struggling from the free throw line, as I mentioned, shooting just 43% as a team for the year. In college, our football coach talked about doing the ordinary things extraordinarily well. Typically, that ends up being the difference between being a good team or an average team and an outstanding team. Something that the Westerners struggle with a little bit. Things like hustling back on defense, taking care of the ball, not committing unforced turnovers, and free throws would be another ordinary thing AW has struggled at this season. Sohn with another drive into the lane, fouled that time by Eric Allard. That's Allard's third personal. Also the third team foul on AW. Sohn will shoot 2. One of the fans in attendance asked me if we were playing Sohn or Allard Iverson there at the point for the Wolves. He said that's what that's what he looks like tonight. He's getting to the hole at ease.
I don't recall if I've seen him take an outside jumper yet. Maybe one. So, defensively, maybe we need to back off just a little bit. He's beating us to the hole constantly. And make him prove that he can maybe shoot it from the outside.
That time Bulls drove through traffic. Fouled on his way up. That foul on Tyson Fairbanks. Just his first personal early in the game. We were misinformed. He did not commit that first foul of the ball game. So this is his first of the night. 4 team fouls for the Westerners. Sam Phillips checks into the ball game for AW. Bulls' second free throw rattles out, and Sam brings the rebound down. Cook fires from 3, a little long, but the offensive rebound by Fairbanks. Fairbanks went up for a layup, contested layup, maybe a block. They called a foul.
That's a nice rebound and good hard take to the hole. When you take it hard to the hole, there's a good chance you're going to get a foul called. So that's good play by Fairbanks.
Tyson's really put out good effort here late in the season, showing some leadership. It's good to see an upperclassman step up. Fairbanks, a junior. Westerners look forward to having him as their leader next year. Good physical kid, working hard out there. It's nice to see. Misses both free throws. Westerners down by 17, 44-27. The Wolves on top. Minute 40 left in the third quarter. Olsen fires from 3 off the mark.
Minute 30 left in the quarter. The Wolves lead by 17.
Fairbanks with the block. Series of offensive rebounds here by the Wolves. Some good passing there by Harris Lake Park.
Boss had the opportunity to possibly get a layup, but he made a nice assist. Bounce pass over to his teammate.
Hyken struggling from the line a little bit tonight. He misses his first free throw there. And some substitutions for the Wolves. Hodgel back into the ball game, as well as Gunderson. Hykens makes his second. Into the ball game for AW are Carter Wilkin and Jack Terpstra. A couple more freshmen for the Westerners.
Thought maybe Terpstra got fouled on that shot. No call. Wolves back down with 2.
That ball knocked out of bounds by Molinex. 9 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Wolves on top by 20, 47-27. Sohn with the ball on the left wing. Finds Gunderson wide open on the right wing. Off the mark for 3, and that's the end of the third quarter. Wolves on top by 20. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with the last quarter of play and our last quarter of broadcasting boys basketball here at AW for the year. We'll be okay, we're back with the fourth quarter. The Wolves run some good half-court sets. A lot of screens. A lot of team basketball. Sohn, that time, rewarded with a good pass and makes his 2-point bucket. Fairbanks off the mark for 2. Harris Lake Park is 5-9 on the year. Some good athletes on the floor for the Wolves. A little bit surprised that they've not had a touch more success. Conference is tough though this year. A lot of good ball clubs in the War Eagle.
Yeah, some very good balls played in the War Eagle.
Nice take there by Fairbanks. First basket for AW in a while. 51-29, Wolves on top. But another drive to the hole, easily executed there by the Wolves. And a quick bucket at that, 53-29. Myers tried to go to the reverse layup. Outstanding pass from Sohn to Bowles.
Once again, on the break, somebody's got to get back and protect the basket.
Good effort there by Allard. Stole it. On his way back, Fairbanks called for the push there on the rebound attempt. That's the 6th team foul on AW. I stand corrected, the 7th team foul. So the Wolves are in the bonus. And Coach Clay goes with the line change. 5 new players in for the Westerners. Monarch, Sam Phillips, Jack Terpstra, Carter Wilkin, and Ashton McCauley seeing his first action of the night. Tice Gunderson to shoot in the 1-on-1. Misses long, and Jack Terpstra brings down the rebound for the Westerners. This time the Wolves in a 1-3-1. Bowles with the steal, and an easy layup for 2. Carter Wilkin short on that 3. Gunderson pushes the other way. And another run out for the Wolves. That's 23, Eli Robinson with the 2-point bucket.
Nice rebound by Monarch. Carter Wilkin did a nice job penetrating and stopping for the 10-footer. Monarch cleaned it up.
That's just a strong finish there by Sohn. Better on-ball defense there. Wilkin cut him off, didn't let him get to the hole, but Sohn rose up for 2. Coach Sohn for the Wolves calls a timeout. 3:46 left in the 4th quarter. It's a 30-second timeout. Wants to talk to his guys and get organized here down the stretch with some new kids coming into play.
Is there anybody out there that can tell me who holds the free throw percentage record for Akron-Westfield boys basketball?
Is that career or season?
Season.
The best free throw percentage in Akron-Westfield basketball history for a season. I'm looking at the answer, and it's an impressive stat. Okay, 3:42 left here in the ball game. Westerners careless with the basketball. A good effort there by Cook with the steal while the Wolves went the other way, and he finishes with a layup for 2. Fairbanks
nice hustle by
anticipated
Fairbanks.
that pass. Cook was called for the foul there on that layup attempt by Carson Hellinga. Hellinga shoots 2. Off the mark on his first. That was Layton's second foul. Caleb Hempful into the ball game. Fairbanks must have 15 rebounds tonight.
He's had a really nice night on the boards. I'll give you a clue. This young man that set the free throw percentage record, he at 93%, and he grew up on the other side of the river.
He shot them all with his left hand, too.
Yes, he did.
Molenex to inbound to Cook. Lucas Arnestorff into the ball game wearing number 5 for the Wolves. Another Westerner turnover. About led to a run out. Molenex wisely reached in and fouled Arnestorff there as he was about to break away.
I was just going to say the officials kind of letting him play here to close out the game until that call.
And the freshman knocks in his first.
I have no answer yet to my trivia. I'll give you another clue. He's a Packers fan.
I think the problem may be nobody at home is watching. Molenex gives the three-pointer another try. Off the mark, and another run-out attempt here for the Wolves.
Oh.
Myers contested that layup but called for the foul. That's his 4th personal. And the 10th team foul on AW. Eli Robinson to shoot 2. Off the mark in his first.
Got a line change here for the Westerners. Macaulay, Big Country, Nielsen, Terpstra, Shutnik.
And we've got the correct answer from one of our audience members, Jessica Hughes.
Jessica Hughes, okay.
Answered correctly. Derek Johnson is the leader in free throw percentage for a full season in Akron-Westfield boys history. 93%. DJ was a good player for AW. McCauley called for that foul. .105 remaining here in the ball game. Wolves now up on top by 31. Wilkin kicks to Shutnik. Shutnik off the mark. Big Country Casey Nielsen there thought he was going to come away with the steal, unable to do so. And he fouls the Wolves offensive player on the other end. That was number 15, Cameron Larson. I thought Larson was the one fouled. I beg your pardon. It was Colton Voss, and Voss shoots 2 off the mark on his first. Nielsen's first foul of the ball game. 35 seconds left, 64-33, Harris Lake Park. Once again, we'd like to give a huge thanks to those of you watching at home and those of you that support the Akron-Westfield Athletic Booster Club. Without you, this production would not be possible. We're thankful Akron-Westfield's been able to bring these live streaming broadcasts to you folks at home, and certainly appreciate all of you that support Akron-Westfield Community School and AW Athletics. Ashton McCauley at the line. Off the mark with his first. And his second as well. Voss with the strong finish. 9 seconds left. Wilkin brings it up the left side. Launches from 3. Knocks it in.
And that's a nice screen by Schutnick to knock down that 3.
That's the ball game. 67-36. Harris Lake Park victorious over Akron-Westfield. Once again, thank you all for watching at home. We wish you nothing but the best the rest of the winter. Have a great night. And look for us to hopefully host the girls' playoff ball game here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, hopefully the girls will get to host a game. And normally when we sign off, we'd say drive carefully. But since you're at home, I guess we'll say don't slip on your way to the refrigerator. Good night. Thanks.